I love hiking in the North Georgia mountains. That's where I find refuge when I'm not working, or in church, or mowing the grass. In the last 4 years, I've done one hike more than 80 times. That's by far the most in that period. There are many reasons, including proximity, beauty, and the fact that at 2.5 miles, the Marble Mine Jenkins Gap Loop at James H. Floyd State Park in northwest Georgia fits within short windows of opportunity. There's also the fact that a lovely stretch of this loop lends itself to beautiful photography, or would if I was a good photographer. The lovely stretch is near the high point of the Marble Mine Trail, just a quarter mile or so from the crest of Taylor's Ridge. There the trail traverses the dry, steep ridge side, passing through a glade of unusual small evergreen ferns. I don't know the species because I'm no fern expert, but I do know that it's beautiful. From my first visit there in the summer of 2020, I knew that in the right season, under the right lighting, a photographer might take a photo that would capture the dainty loveliness of these little ferns backdropped by the rugged beauty of the ridge. The first few trips I got some decent photos, but nothing outstanding. A little puzzled, I began spending more time there, trying different angles, close-ups, more distant shots, and anything else I could think of. Sometimes a photo was decent, but there was never one that made me sit up and say, wow. 4 years later, I haven't given up trying. I still take a dozen or two photos at the glade each time I pass through, but I'm getting discouraged. I'm just not good enough to do this place justice. Can you do better? If you're a photographer, give it a try. Or, if you know a photographer, forward to them a link to this video and encourage them to try. I'd love to see what a skilled photographer might do with this fern glade. With that in mind, I'll post a map at the end of this video giving directions on how to find the place. When my camera fails me at a place like this, or when I fail my camera, I sometimes resort to capturing a moment in words, or try to do so. That's what I did with this troublesome, nettlesome, vexing, intriguing, appealing fern glade. I had fun with the effort, putting it into words, a short poem with a ridiculously long title, Diminutive Recumbent Evergreen Fern. I'll share that with you in just a moment, but here's another invitation. If you write poetry or know someone who does, invite them to see if they can do better than I did. You or they might wish to visit the glade for inspiration, or you can simply rely on my photos, meager inspiration though they may be. Should anyone accept these challenges, photos of, or a poem about this fern glade, I'll post another video giving credit and telling the story of the effort made to find, photograph, and or write about this place. Here it is then, Diminutive Recumbent Evergreen Fern. Seeking a glade surprisingly lovely, even 10,000 words cannot define, nor 1,000 palettes reveal how comely my walk beneath oak and loblolly pine. Through open ground that welcomes the sun, grass, sedge, and aster bend beneath light, where myriad ferns mingle as one colony of beauty there on the height. Here are directions to find the fern glade. Park at the parking area at James H. Floyd State Park, hike about 1.5 miles up the Marble Mine Trail, which is level at first, then rises gradually and then more steeply. About a quarter mile before you reach the ridge crest and the Pinhoti Trail junction, the trail will look like this with ferns on both sides. If you reach the top, turn around and look for the glade at about 0.25 miles on your way down, when it'll look like this. Happy hunting and best wishes. And thank you for watching this Georgia Backroads program.